That's rsre.com.
Welcome back to In Ohio Country Today, and with me is Howard Violet. And Howard, since we spoke to you last at the Farm Science Review, a lot of things have changed.
The biggest thing is we wrapped up the harvest. The farmers in our area really actually fared far better than what they thought they might based on what our weather was this year, Alan.
Well, you know, when we talk about managing your risk, not only do you try to do that with your production and your crops, but also the service providers you use, and you know where you deal to buy your trucks and your equipment and things like that. And your family has a huge connection to agriculture, not only in the machinery business and dealing with International Harvester way back since the early 50s, but prior to that, your grandfather has a lot of ag history as well.
Our family does have a lot of ag background. Grandma and Grandpa graduated from Ohio State in the 20s. He came to Delphos, just a dot on the map, started a livestock business from scratch, and then he moved into the farm equipment business in the 50s. Also did custom fertilizer for many years, and my dad followed right after him, and I came in with my dad in 1980, so it's been a long time.
Yeah, so, you know, when you're talking to folks about, you know, they want to buy a truck, they want to buy a tractor, they want to buy a specialized grain trailer, which you have a lot of those here, a lot of other items that you have. You know, your history and what you offer as far as service is very important.
Well, it is, and we think diversity is a key to our future success, not just having all your eggs in one particular basket, but we offer a lot of different types of products, not necessarily strictly limited to farmers, but we do tend to sell a lot of our medium heavy-duty trucks and our ag-related trailers, grain handling equipment. That is definitely ag-intensive. So.
Yeah, you have quite a lineup back there. We were talking earlier about the trailers, especially the specialty trailers that you have.
Right. We can build a trailer. Neville is our trailer company we work with out of Kingman, Kansas. They will custom build about any kind of a trailer you could possibly imagine. Sprayer trailers, trailers for tank trailers for tending in the spring, aluminum and steel hopper trailers, all types of trailers they make, and they'll build to spec.
You know, talk about trailers, and of course, obviously, you have a good selection of used tractors, used semi-trucks. And then you have this little thing right here, which, you know, is for somebody, I'm sure, who is an international fan, this would be a great thing to have to drive in a parade.
Yeah, I ran on to Kurt Smith. He's out of Michigan, and ran on to him a couple years ago at a show I was at. It was actually Red Power at Lima, and he had a couple of these scale models, and we had him do one for us built on a white chassis, but I picked the model I wanted, a 1456. It's something I identify with. I grew up around these, and they're kind of unique, and it is for sale. So,
well, you know, we talk about ag, all the heavy trucks, trailers, wagons, grain handling equipment that you sell, but you also have a great selection of lawn and garden, and of course, everybody's, well, you might not be thinking about it today, snow handling equipment.
Right. We have consumer Cub Cadet walk-behind snowblowers. We sell a huge volume of those every winter. Cub Cadet's a Consumer Reports top-rated type of a brand to buy. We sell the Woods 3-point snowblowers for the farm guys from 54-inch up to 108 inches wide, and they're all in stock. Also, we sell the complete line of Mahindra tractors and utility vehicles. So we've got a huge indoor showroom dedicated just to Mahindra, and that is a huge growing part of our business now.
Well, talking about Mahindra, you were showing me your indoor showroom actually, so that the folks know that when they come here to get a Mahindra tractor, that thing's really never set out on a lot.
That's right. A lot of farmers don't like their stuff setting out, and consumers are the same way. They don't like to see things that are rusty or weathered. And actually, we just got back from our big national dealer meeting last week in Kansas City. Mahindra is the #1 selling tractor in the world. That is a statistical fact. And they are a strong #3 in the U.S. market, and they are gaining share every year.
Well, you talk about Mahindra tractors. Tell us a little bit of specifics about what they offer, sizes and usages.
They go from subcompact models, 22 horsepower, that are good for just small property, small acreage, or just people that have a large lot they want to take care of, up to 105 horse in cab 4-wheel drive, and they're expanding their horsepower offering in the next year or two to go up to 130, 40 horse. So Mahindra is a very comprehensive tractor company, 5-year warranty, best in the business. 84-month 0% financing, longest in the industry. So, and a great service team that we have here to follow up with product support.
Well, you know, you talk about that. You just mentioned about service. We talked about, you know, Mahindra and the great quality and what they offer. service is always important to the person, you know, whether you're a farmer or you're buying a truck to use, you know, in your fleet. Talk a little bit about your service and what you offer, especially when we talk about the trucks and the tractors and all those kind of things.
We have a full staff of technicians and service manager, parts manager. We're set up to do full DOT inspections, complete service and maintenance on medium heavy-duty trucks, ag tractors, all of our Mahindras. Honestly, you know, the sale is only the first part of the equation with our customers, because if we don't give them good product support, I wouldn't expect them to come back. So that is extremely important to me. I take it very personally about product support.
Well, not only can you do tractor and semi-truck combine repairs, I see we have one up there in the shop right now, but you also can service all the consumer stuff as well.
Oh, yeah. We took on steel products this summer. We just started up in August. The dealer in town had some health issues, and we picked up that line, and we put in a new display for steel, all the handheld. And it is just another thing that's helping to augment our business and give us a full rounding for anybody that comes in the door.
So if I'm getting ready for, I already have a snowblower and I'm getting ready to think about winter, can I bring it over here to HG Violet and get a service work done on?
Since it's you, Alan, not just because it's you, I'll do it for anybody, but especially you, Alan.
So Howard, you know, we talked about, you know, the product offering and the service, but, you know, will set you apart? If I'm, you know, 50, 60, 70 miles away from you, what's going to set you apart from a dealer that I could go down the road and maybe buy a truck from?
First, to be honesty and integrity about our salespeople. We don't tell people things that are not true. And the second is it's as important is the quality of our equipment. People come from long distances to buy from us, and the biggest thing they come away with is the quality of what they buy when they come here. They're very impressed with how we take a lot of time and attention to what we sell.
Howard, if somebody wanted to get more information about how they can reach you and find out and stay up to date on what promotions and things you're offering, how can they do that?
Well, they need to check in regularly and check in on our web page, which is hgviolet.com. You can click on our Facebook link on the web page, find out about what we've got going on and current specials, things that are happening around the store, promotions, different products we're featuring, and we do some feature stories about customers too. Personal attention, how we treat our customers, that's our signature trademark. You can go to a lot of places and not get treated very well. You can come here and get treated very well.
Howard, thanks for being with us today.
Thanks, Alan. Appreciate you coming up.
We'll be back with more right after this.
Alan Davis Insurance.